It was probably the most traumatic experience of my life. Seeing my son's life almost end. At the time when we knew about Mark's possible diagnosis and Matthew's probable diagnosis, the boys are 15 months old. Mark Jr. is only a year and a half. The research was very limited on what was out there about Alport syndrome.
Alport syndrome is a very rare disease. I've only met one other person with Alport syndrome, and it's my brother.
It's a chronic genetic disease that very much affects your kidneys, of course, but also can affect your hearing, your blood pressure, pretty much your entire body.
It wasn't until 2015 when we got that official diagnosis. The boys were both in high school. My husband was stationed at the Pentagon. I just remember crying. And you're just like, wow, what can you do? You feel very helpless as a parent.
It was explained to us gently, because we were still kids, but they basically told us that this is never gonna go away. There's no cure.
And little did we know it would become sooner than later that we'd have to deal with this.
Mom and Dad were actually on a trip to Naples, and I told them my symptoms.
We rushed back really quickly because we're like, well, something's really not right with him. Took him to urgent care there in Venice, and he was admitted to the ICU.
Last thing I remember after closing my eyes is not knowing it was 3 days later.
And they put him under because he was so sick, almost died, to let his body heal.
I didn't even know it was kidney failure. I thought I was just very sick with something.
He literally went in as a kid who was living his life to walking out, living off of dialysis. When Mark had to move down here to Florida, it literally brought them back together again, which was great.
His room is one room from mine, and when we were doing dialysis, our tubes intertwined, going to bed and knowing that you're also hooked up to a dialysis machine, but just in the other room, your brother is too.
I did not feel so left out, and I feel like I could get through it with someone else.
So after the renal failure for both kids, and they both went into so quickly together, we knew that we needed to get them listed.
The hospital told us, hey, we would suggest you guys find a living donor because living donor kidneys naturally last longer, and it'll just be better for us as young patients to find a living donor that can give us a kidney that can last up to 20 to 40 years instead of a cadaver that might last 5 to 10 if we're lucky. I was able to contact my aunt, and she went through everything, and she was able to find his friend at church. Both our donors are great because they had no hesitation. They were like, we want to do this, we're gonna do it, and they did it. After surgery, feeling more energized, not feeling so sleepy. I'm able to eat what I want, I'm able to drink what I want.
You can have as much cheese as you want. I love cheese.
Yeah.
I feel like a new man. I feel like I can go on with life, plain and simple.
I didn't know much about Tampa General when we first moved here. It's amazing. I feel very blessed to be able to have a world-renowned hospital, but also a transplant center as my children's providers. I just can't say enough, honestly, about the care that they've given my children, but they've given our family as a whole.
I would say that living donation is literally the greatest gift that you can give someone.
You could be one of those people that can give up a kidney and live a perfectly long, normal life and give the gift of life to somebody else who desperately needs it.
It's not weird at all. It's very life-changing. It's very life-saving. Do it.